Hello and good evening. Today it is Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. So this video is going to start a two-part mini-series here on the channel where I'll be sharing my thoughts on all of the jerseys and uniforms used in the 2021 World Hockey Championship. Well, the jerseys. The reason I'm doing this video is to kind of give you a chance to see the differences, the changes that teams have made since the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea. So today I'm going to, for this video at least, because I'm going to film part 2 right after this, but today I'm going to focus on the Group B uniforms. Here are the 8 countries that participated. There is one country whose jerseys that are selected or shown on the site here from the IIHF is actually not correct, and I'll tell you why momentarily. But anyway, I'm going to jump into this, and we will start by showing you, I'll start by showing you Canada's jerseys that they wore in this tournament. So notice how the Olympic jerseys from a few years ago are gone like the wind. They've brought back this away jersey, which is honestly a really nice jersey in my opinion, especially for a Nike-made design. I'm not going to lie. I don't have a lot of faith in Nike when it comes to hockey jerseys especially. But Canada's current, in international hockey, white is home, light's home, because I know some teams wear yellow, especially, gold. Mainly Sweden, but sometimes Germany. But the IIHF lists this as Canada's away jersey, and interesting little news bit for you guys. That jersey there is not, Canada actually did not wear that jersey at all at the World Hockey Championship, and they actually didn't wear it at all for the World Juniors in Edmonton either. Canada actually wore this as their primary colored jersey for the World Hockey Championships this past May instead. This is their current brand new heritage jersey with a little slight maple leaf design on the sleeves and maple leaf socks. Is this design great? No, I agree with the one person who mentioned to me that they think it looks like a fashion jersey you'd find at a retail chain like Walmart or a grocery store place or whatever. Like Walmart, I do agree, but it is much nicer than Canada's designated red jersey that they've had for far too long, because I think this design is way too dark and it is really, really bad. So good on Canada for not wearing it. So the next team I'll cover is Finland. Notice they've put their regular logo on the front again, but they still retain the same jersey design from Pyeongchang. But it does look a lot better with their regular logo on the front, in my opinion. So, as I mentioned in the last video, notice how the Americans have put their Federation logo on the front. This was their primary home and aways. I do believe they did wear their throwbacks for one game during the World Hockey Championship this year, but I can't remember, so I could be wrong. I think they did. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong. But notice how they didn't put down a third jersey spot for any teams that had a third jersey. But also with the pandemic, it doesn't surprise me that teams are keeping it simple. Canada didn't even wear their black third, and I think the pandemic has to do with that a little bit. So Germany actually got rid of those bright gold gradient-heavy jerseys with those stupid word marks on the front. They've put their regular crust on the front again. And notice they've gone back to wearing a white jersey. I actually think with this crazy gradient design, the white jersey is better than the bright gold. And then their away is the black design, except with their regular crest on the front, which does upgrade it substantially, even though I'm not a fan of the gradient design, and I'll be happy when it's gone. So, now to start the second half. There, just blowing something off my screen. So you'll get to now see a country you probably have never seen with these Nike jerseys before, Italy. So notice how they've got a blue jersey with a blue, navy shoulder yoke, and a royal blue jersey, with a slight gradient design on the arms. And then their away jersey, notice how it cleverly uses the Italian flag colors on, so green on one arm and red on the other with blue side panels. I could do without the side panels, but this design is rather plain and boring, but I must say it's cool to see Italy's jerseys for a change. So now moving on to Kazakhstan. This is one country whose jerseys I actually do like in international hockey because they're unique. notice how they use royal blue and gold, and notice how they have a gold waist stripe. But Nike and Kazakhstan, why couldn't you have put that stripe, one single stripe like the waist stripe here on the arms, just to complete the jersey? And then you have a royal blue flip with the gold traditional striping. I'm not sure if that's from the country's coat of arms, but I think that's where it's from. But it's a really unique waist striping, and you can see it there. That's really cool. But one thing I'd love to see Kazakhstan do is what the Winnipeg Blue Bombers did for a few years back in the CFL, well, Canadian Football League, and have a gold away jersey, or sorry, a gold home jersey, like an actual metallic-y gold home jersey instead of a white one. But I can understand why they probably wouldn't do it, but at least as a third jersey, that would be cool in my opinion. Now to move on real quick to Norway. Something I found interesting, instead of a Viking boat on the front, they've switched to a polar bear. I think that's because it's their Federation logo, if I'm not mistaken. But notice how plain and bare the design is, and that that gradient design on the arms. Not a fan of it at all. And finally, to wrap this video up, we'll take a look at Latvia. So there's their away jersey with the Nike's new design, and their home jersey. Well, I guess in international it's considered away. But even though the design is weird and wacky, I actually don't mind this jersey. The burgundy looks great, actually. But there's a look at Group B's jerseys. I'll get this video uploaded, and then I'm going to go and jump in and share my thoughts on the Group A uniforms after this one is done. This video, sorry, is done being filmed. So there is a look at some of the jerseys, but notice how Canada isn't wearing those Pyeongchang jerseys anymore. The American jerseys have their Federation logo on the front. Finland, same with Finland. And Germany is not wearing gold anymore. They're wearing a white jersey as their designated light jersey instead of yellow. Well, gold. But any thoughts below, feel free to share them. But at this point, I'm going to keep this video short, unlike quite a few of my most recent videos. So now I will immediately after this video conclude the international hockey jersey talk for the time being on the channel by covering the Group A jerseys from 2021's World Hockey Championship for the men's hockey, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, until the next video, take care. As always, bye for now, and feel free to leave some comments down below if you've got anything you want to add. Alright, take care.